Hello guys, welcome to my first YouTube watch video. Today I will be unboxing and doing a small review of this Crepas Plongeur dive watch or watches. Let's get into it. So if you're not familiar with Crepas, it stands for Compañía Relojera Especializada para Actividades Subacuáticas. Sorry for my bad Spanish. They are a micro brand making professional diving watches. Their watches are take on some iconic vintage models, and Plongeur is of course one of them. By the way, Plongeur is French for diver or scuba diver. So this watch is a recreation of Zenith S58 model from the 1950s. Let's get into the unboxing. If by now you're wondering why I have two boxes in front of me, it is simply because I could not make up my mind. When Crepas released their Kickstarter campaign, they introduced only the black date dial version of the watch, the one you see here. And later on in the campaign, they introduced the black no date version and silver Sunburst no date version of the dial. Look at that beautiful silver. When I saw the silver dial, I just had to order the second watch as well. Note that I have opened the boxes before when I took delivery of the watches to make sure they are okay. Now let's get through the contents of the boxes. First of all, we have the watch, of course. Look at that beautiful black dial. It's stunning to say the least. Next, we have the Crepas cleaning cloth, 3 spare spring bars, and 2 screwdrivers, which we'll need later on to resize our bracelet. Down here we have the black silicone strap, black suede strap, our warranty card. This is the flyer for Crepas' upcoming Kickstarter campaign, their new watch. This is our booklet and the certificate that the watch actually passed the 130 bar pressure test. Let's put all this back. Later on in the video we'll try out these straps. Let's see what's in the silver watch box. Basically, besides the obvious different color dial of the watch, we should have a different colored suede strap. Yeah, here it is. And the black silicone strap as well. I would like to note that according to Crepas' website, these straps do not come in the retail packaging. They were only the stretch goals for the Kickstarter campaign. So let's get the plastic off the watch and resize the bracelet to fit my 7¼ inch wrist. It's 18.5 centimeters, and try it out. So here are the watches. I've resized both bracelets. I've took out the 3 links from each, and basically it fits me very well without the need to adjust it by the micro adjustment. And I must say, the first impressions, this is a really well-made watch. Might be a bit chunky on the wrist, but that's to be expected of a 1000-meter dive watch, I mean. And it certainly has the presence on the wrist. I'm sure it will get many compliments. Let's get quickly through the specifications. So we have 42 millimeters case diameter, 42.5 at the bezel, 51 millimeters lug to lug distance, 14.7 overall thickness. The bracelet or the lugs are 22 millimeters. The bracelet itself tapers down to 18 millimeters before the clasp and back to 21.5 at the clasp. Speaking of the clasp, it's a very well-made milled clasp with the diver's extension and 6 micro adjustment positions, so you can make the bracelet fit you very well. The watch is made out of 316L stainless steel, and almost all of it's polished surfaces. We have a screw down case back and a screw down crown at the 3 o'clock position. You can see the beautifully etched Crepas logo right there. And at the opposite side, at the 9 o'clock position, we have the automatic helium escape valve. The bracelet itself, as you can see, is a mixture of brushed outer and polished inner links. On top we have a boxed sapphire crystal with AR coating on the inside. On a 120 click unidirectional rotating bezel we have a beautifully designed domed, I don't know if you can see that on camera, a domed insert which gives it an additional vintage feel. It is almost identical to an original Zenith S58 bezel insert, but unlike the original, which was made out of Bakelite, this insert is made out of ceramic and it's loomed, of course. Bezel action is very firm and has no backplay at all. Now back to the black and check out that beautiful Dawn Blacker dial. I'm not sure if you can see that on camera well enough though. I just love the handset and their proportion to the dial. It's just perfect in my opinion. We have Arabic numerals at 3, 6, 9 and 12 and applied indices for the rest. A little discrete date window between 4 and 5 markers, and it's color matched to the dial, which I really like. Overall a very clean dial with just the Crepas logo and company name under the 12 and the Plongeur model name above the 6 marker. Right there at the bottom you can see the proudly written Swiss made. Speaking of it, inside the watch is sticking an ETA 2824-2 elaborate grade movement. In case you're not familiar with this Swiss workhorse, it has 25 joules hex and hand winds with the power reserve about 38 hours or so. Loom in question is Super Luminova Old Radium. And speaking of the loom, let's do a quick loom shot of the front and the back of the watch. As you can see, the caseback has a sapphire inlay with loomed Crepas logo. It is a nice little detail that they have done in the past on their previous models. Caseback itself contains standard information like company name, Swiss movement, limited edition number of 500, 1000 meter water resistance and sapphire crystal. Also, I have not mentioned before, we have solid end links on the bracelet, and they are designed so that they do not protrude outside the lugs, making the watch wear better on smaller wrists. Let's get to watch on these few different straps and see how it looks like. So final words. At first glance, I love the watch. I have a soft spot for diving watches and this one ticks all of my boxes. It is almost perfect and will become my daily wear for sure. I say almost perfect because there is one detail that I don't like, and that's the diver's extension. It is well built, but it just has a little rattle to it, and overall that's basically the only thing I can find that I don't like about it. I would prefer to see more brushed surfaces on the watch itself, but that's just me. So guys, please comment below which one do you like more, the black or the silver one. I still cannot make up my mind. Maybe I'd like the black one more for indoors or silver one for outdoors. That sunburst on the sun is just beautiful. So can these watches measure up to more established and expensive brands? You bet they can. Guys, if you like the video, please hit the like button and also consider subscribing to the channel for more and upcoming content. Thank you and have a nice day.